Well, it's that time where we discuss matters, financial inclusion, and I'm joined by Eric Oyugi, who is the founder of Malipo app, which is a mobile app, and he'll get to explain more about that. Welcome to our studios, first of all, and good afternoon.
Thank you.
Maybe you can perhaps talk to us about what Malipo app is all about and possible financial gaps that you're looking or intend to cover.
Okay, thank you very much once again. What we are basically looking at is we've realized there's a lot of gap in group collections and disbursements. Solutions have been offered for peer-to-peer sending money. So we have the M-Pesas, we have your card, which you call presence payments. But there's no easy way for people to collect money together as a group. M-Pesas tried with maybe a pay bill number, which is still tiresome for people to be able to get. So what we did is we decided to develop an app that allows people to come together, collect money in a way that's transparent, and also do the disbursements in the same way. So that's the whole idea of what Malipo looks to solve in its core.
Okay.
Yes.
I would like to know whether you have rolled out this app, and I know there's a challenge when it comes to collecting and investing money in groups and being a big issue for most people around the world because of challenges of trust and transparency.
Yes.
First, just tell us whether you have rolled out the app, and then we can now go on to the transparency and trust issues.
Yes, Malipo is live in the Play Store. You can download it now and start working to it together as a group of people, whether in a chama or just want to do a fundraiser or want to do peer-to-peer lending. So yes, it is live.
Okay.
Yeah.
How are you addressing these transparency and trust issues when it comes to this app? Because it's something that is a big challenge to many people out there.
Okay, so ideally what we do is, if you have been part of a group of people collect money together, most of the time what you do is you give your phone number, so you select one of you as a treasurer. The treasurer is sent for money, then they do an update on WhatsApp every time someone sends them money. So what Malipo has done is Malipo provides a presentation on the app that shows in real time every time a collection is done. So let's say Eric does a contribution to a group, you'll see Eric has sent X amount of money, and that is seen in real time, and you're able to select who your officials are at that particular time so that they can also be able to verify that those figures are actually real.
Okay.
Yes.
So this app does not fall under the digital mobile lending app, right?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have said it's a peer-to-peer app, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, what are some of the potential areas that Malipo can offer solutions to?
So Malipo, as built today, is a framework, just like you have your online shopping that you can be able to sell a lot of things. So what we've done is we've democratized the process of coming together as a group for whatever reason that you want to do it. So let's say you're a landlord, and you can form a group of your tenants, and you can be able to collect rent then in real time, without having been involved in the reconciliation of banks, asking, please send me the M-Pesa message of the rental payments that you did, or send me your bank slip so I can be able to see that. So it's in real time. Let's say you're a church that wants to do a fundraiser. You can make all church members part of what we call circles. The concept is a circle. So you form a circle, which is ideally just a group, and members can be able to come, and then the church can now be able to see in real time how much has been collected. And that is transparent to all members of the church.
Okay.
You are a school, so the framework is as wide as you can think of it, as long as you're a group of people who want to collect money and disburse it at the same time.
So you have partnered with banks?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Maybe we can talk a little bit about savings. Is this something, is it an app that encourages savings? Maybe you're a group of people and you, or personal savings that you would want to...
So yes, you can use Malipo for savings as a group of people, of course, as long as it is attached to your bank account or your mobile money account. So what happens is, let's say you're a chama and you have the habit of giving money monthly in installments. So what the app does is you can form what you call a chama within the app, add all members within the platform, and then you can all be able to make real-time contributions using either mobile money or card, and also handle disbursements using PesaLink, which is also real-time to your bank account.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, when I was going through the app, I did see somewhere where you had indicated that there's lending and borrowing options, right?
Yes.
And I would like to know how that is going, or how is it going to work?
Okay, ideally what we do is we realize that within a chama, chamas at times lend to their members for whatever reason that they do. So what we've simply made extremely simple is how do members then borrow loans from within the chama itself without us providing the credit. But another scenario that we have is, I'm sure you've at one point tried to ask money from one of your friends. And the process of, they say the easiest way to lose friends is to lend them money.
True.
And the reason for this is because asking your friend back for the money you borrowed is extremely difficult. So what Malipo has done is introduced a concept called peer-to-peer lending. So that means that instead of asking me for money, you go to this platform, make your request to a group of your friends. Your friends are then able to see, Eric wants 10,000 shillings. Eric is willing to pay this money at X interest rate and for a period of time. Then based on your reputation, which the system then calculates, we call it a reputation index. It's able to say, Sarah, I think I know Eric very well. I think I'll give Eric the money. Then the system will handle the reminders, the collection. Basically, the system becomes the debt collector for you. Yes.
Okay. And I would like to know, because that mostly basically is all about mobile lending, and I would like to know that a little bit about when it comes to debt recovery. Because then again, yes, you have like your group of friends, you've lended to one of you.
Yes.
But then again, how are you sure that this person is going to repay?
We don't involve ourselves in regulating how you as friends work, okay? We just breathing in what is a real world situation that happens today. We borrow money from friends all the time. The reason why I'm able to give my friend money is because I know my friend and I trust my friend, for whatever reason that is. What we've simply done is digitize that process to make it accountable so that you don't have scenarios of, you didn't send me money, or I've forgotten. Basically, that is what we've looked to solve. Of course, we've introduced the concept of CRB within the platform. If you feel that you want to list your friend at CRB for not paying, then that's okay. That's really up to you. The app just allows you to do that. Okay. But what the app also makes is constant is that a friend can then not go and borrow another friend if he hasn't paid, settled a loan that belongs to a different friend. So the app guarantees that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now we're living at a time of economic integration. I'd like to know, maybe are there plans maybe to venture or to go to the East African community?
Yes, we are working hard on that. We realize that the concept of what we call group prosperity is across the continent. Down south, I think they call them Bweusas in around the French-speaking countries. In South Africa, they have a name for them. Every single part of the continent that you go for, Africans generally have this idea of group prosperity. How do we come together to grow together, collect money that can assist each and every one of us? So yes, our goal is to go continental as much as possible, and also to target Kenyans in diaspora, who also have ways of how do we collect money together for a holiday when we go back home in December, or maybe just to achieve a goal that we have together.
But what do you look to achieve? And maybe you can describe to us maybe how many members have actually downloaded and how has it been accepted out there by Kenyans?
We have very positive response. We have a few people already using the app. I think around 500 people since we just launched the app that are actively forming chapters and doing peer-to-peer circles and maybe doing fundraisers on the platform. Our goal is, we are very passionate, and I am very passionate about the idea of how do people grow together as a group. Because I think it's very common. That's the concept of cooperatives, that's the concept of circles, but there's a group of people who have been left behind due to issues of trust and being able to have somebody who is really consistent in managing those groups. So our idea is we will remove that burden from you as a group of people and let the system then handle that.
Okay.
Yes.
Last but not least, let's go back to digital or lending and borrowing. And I know when maybe a customer is looking for a digital loan provider, they look at maybe the interest rate, repayment duration, and period of loan disbursement. When you download this Malipo app, what should I, as a customer, look forward to?
We believe that 80%, actually data supports that 80% of lending is still between family and friends. It's only when I'm unable to get money from my friend is when I decide to go to the M-Shwaris or go to the Talas or the branches of this world, okay? So what we're trying to look is how do we then make that process as easy as possible? Because that's where you get zero interest. When your friend lends you money most of the time, it's without interest. So how do we make that extremely easy? Because we don't want you to go to expensive loans where you can actually, you actually a trustworthy person who can pay back that loan if you get it from your friend. So the idea is you now go to a place where you have zero interest loan and you can get it from your friend without having to make calls to everybody on your phone book. just for you to be able to get a loan.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Eric Oyugi.
Thank you very much.
He is the founder of Malipo app, and he has been expounding on how you can use this app maybe to ensure that you're collecting and investing money in groups.